Yeah, guys, thanks for connecting. Welcome you all to our collective calls that we hold every Tuesday and Thursday. Today's Thursday, and we got two amazing speakers to share their pitch, tell about their project, and answer some questions. So, as always, hosting today's meeting myself, Ivan and Malika as a co-host. And as previously said, we got two speakers. Let me introduce them real quick. We got Alvin, co-founder at Alterverse, and Berkay, COO at Midle. I'm passing the word to Alvin first. So if you don't mind, please go ahead first.
Okay, so 5 minutes real quick. We've got a lot of things to unpack here. So basically our vision is to create like a AI and blockchain driven kind of 3D virtual world. So the problem we're tackling right now is that there's a lot of friction and issues trying to integrate real world data into 3D gaming environments. It's not easy for especially brands and retailers who want to target Gen Z. So what we're doing is that we're building a platform that will use AI and blockchain to onboard assets like PDF, websites, and other knowledge base, and turn them into usable data inside the virtual world. So what you see here is that on the left side, we signed an MOU with a government agency based in Singapore, and then we're taking their geospatial data, which are basically collected by airplanes and vehicles using LiDAR systems, and because our team have a background in game development, we managed to convert it into like a virtual world. So we layer it with like a cyberpunk kind of theme. So it's based on real world, and this is based on a famous shopping district in Singapore. So the vision here is that we want to connect the brands to the gamers, and allow e-commerce to happen in this world. So they will get like digital NFTs, physical products that will be shipped to them, as well as digital versions that they can enjoy inside the game, or show it off. So these are some of the early demo that we built out. So there are three things that changed that we feel like this is the right time to go into. AI has exploded. Every day there are new computer vision papers coming out, LLM and all that. I think that would be AI would be the only way to scale large amounts of data into the virtual world. Secondly, Gen Z is now entering the workforce. They are already very familiar with 3D environments because they are very familiar with games, and so it's great for brand engagement. And of course, why we focus on the retail side, because after talking to a lot of retailers and brands, a lot of them let us know that there's a lot of like a retail decay, and they're all looking forward to some kind of retail solutions. So the platform that we're building is like a digital twin based on real locations, and these are just some of the features that we're working on. So we use AI to onboard using PDF and all that to turn them into knowledge base to power the virtual assistants inside the world. We can use the same technology to create user generated content and tokenize knowledge base from users as well. So these are the main areas that we make money: transaction fees, commissions, virtual services to merchants if they want to create deeper engagement, and of course NFT sales. So we've got a couple of traction happening. We've got early round, we're bootstrapping at the moment. Of course, we also got 50K worth of in-kind sponsorships from brands and all that to incentivize users coming into the project. And we recently got incubated by a global Japanese conglomerate, NEC. We've been in national newspapers and radio in the past. This is the team. For me, I have a strong background in game development and in geospatial. The rest of the leads are pretty strong in their fields in terms of LLM, deep learning, and Web3 and marketing. We are raising through Safe, looking at the seed round of $2 million. Most of the development fee, most of them will go into development fees and operations. This is just a short trailer that I want to share to close off my presentation. So this is the actual shopping district, and the idea is that it's going to be a 3D world layered with like cyberpunk elements, and people can, gamers can go in and play. I love cats, so it got to be inside the trailer. We create a lot of portals. Portals are places where gamers can go in and play, because we understand that buildings and brands, there's brand safety. They may not want to have violence and all that related. So we created portals for them to go played a deeper engagement. So yeah, one last thing is we are currently working with a major brand distributor based in the Philippines and helping them with their challenge, and in particular using our system to help engage their community. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Alvin, for being on time. Yeah, we got even like some kind of 20 seconds or so. And yeah, straight to Q&A section, guys. Feel free to comment, leave your questions in the chat. And by the way, if you want to connect with our speakers, with Alvin and the rest of the guys, just feel free to look on our chat section and find all the contact details, like Telegram handle and email as well. And we already received one question in the chat from Ken. Let me read that one. So which and where in the Philippines, and who's your contact?
Yeah, so we have a team in Philippines right now. There's about 5 people. So I actually have another a family business that's run there. We are working with like about 40 people there. So the company I can't say yet, but they bring in brands like Tumi, North Face, and about 100 other different brands in Southeast Asian region.
Okay, thank you for answering that. So guys, feel free to ask more. Okay, while we're waiting, let me be the second addressing the question. So could you explain the concept of AI in your in your app, like a little bit further in detail, okay?
Yeah, perfect. So basically, so example, these are some of the computer vision that our small team is working on, how to convert 2D into 3D. And I think that is just one of the areas that the reason why we want to have funding. We're starting to see a little bit of competition from other people, and we want to accelerate using computer vision to bring assets into the world. So example, users can use the tools to like screenshot their wardrobe, and then they can start tokenizing them into the world. So as more and more assets start being brought into the world, we hope that this will be a very strong user retention tool to create a really engaging and immersive 3D world. And in the next 5 years, in our own research, we feel like there's more and more e-commerce transactions going to happen in the 3D space. So these are some of the things that that we are looking at to onboard using AI to onboard data into the world. And of course, LLM is a key part that we are already working on.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had another question. What made the government agency and school confident enough to back your project so early? I think one of the reasons is because of my family business. We're doing topography and hydrography, very engineering and very boring work. But we have 30 years of experience in Singapore, and therefore they understand that the team is very strong in terms of managing data and in the geospatial and digital twin space. And I think one more thing is that because they use a lot of taxpayers' money to collect all this data, it's currently only being used by urban planners and architects. So right now we are creating more value for their data by allowing it to be used for, in particular, the tourism and public sectors.
Okay, thanks for reading that one. But let me handle the questions.
Sorry.
That's how we usually do. No, it doesn't matter. Okay. So what's the another one from the chat as well? What's been the biggest challenge in blending real world locations with virtual experiences, and how are you tackling it?
Yeah. So I think before I spin off the company, me and the co-founders, we were thinking like, how do we get real data into the, how do we capture real world data and create virtual worlds quickly? I think two key things happened that kind of gave us like a eureka kind of moment. One is that Unreal Engine 5 came out about 2 years ago. With their Nanite technology, they were able to render millions of points, and currently they are already at version 5.4. There's a lot of interesting things that now we can do in the past that we can't. Number two is that I saw that NVIDIA had this near radiance field, a paper that's being published about 3D reconstruction, how they use video to turn environments into 3D. So example, let me show you. It's at the bottom left corner. This is actually our 4th floor. This is captured with an Android phone, and now with just videos through AI is able to visualize the environment. So these are some of the steps, and I think in the next 2 years the technology and the AI models will get better and better. Especially now we're just using a crappy Android phone. We can use a more high resolution phone to accomplish that. So I'm seeing that there are more and more tools for us to like kind of blend the real world into the digital world. I just wanted to also add that right now we're on desktop. We want to move it to mobile as soon as possible, because mobile or the glasses and VR would be the key to bridge digital world with the real world, because you can scan QR codes and have augmented reality in it.
Yeah, absolutely agree with that.
Yeah, thanks, Alvin, for the pitch. And could you tell us about your plans? You already mentioned the mobile version. What else? What to expect?
So these are some of the screenshots. So we are starting to build a lot of different features. Right now it's like more on the MVP level. We're doing a closed alpha. We recently signed a deal with Immutable X, and we'll be launching NFTs starting from March. So every 2 months we'll launch a set of NFTs, and these NFTs would include cars that people can own and race inside the game, and also there will be NPCs. So there are non-player characters walking around there. We want to tokenize it, have people own it, and they are all AI powered. And using our the knowledge base that's being tokenized by users, they can attach them to the NPCs so that you can have meaningful and interesting conversations with these NPCs, and other users can talk to them as well. So I'm seeing that there's a trend where a lot of projects are bringing in AI powered characters inside the world, but there's a limit to how you can build the background of each character. So that's why we focus a lot on this tokenizing of the knowledge base we call the Synapse system, and we think that this is the only way to go to give some kind of personalization to each NPC through the users. So I think these are some of the key features that we'll be starting to build out next year.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, guys, if you have questions to Alvin, please go ahead. And in the chat, you can find his Telegram and email, and you can contact him after the call as well.
Do you have plans go beyond Singapore, stretch it beyond, go outside the box?
Yeah. Thank you for that question. So we definitely want to start digitizing shopping districts around the world. With the incubation from NEC, would likely the next city would likely be in Tokyo, and we hope to connect all the communities around the world and through all these famous shopping districts. Yeah.
All right. Wish this one come true someday. Thank you, Alvin, for being here, for sharing your ideas and project with the rest of you guys. And yeah, wish you the best of luck as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. We are moving on to our second speaker, the second project. It's called Midle, and we welcome Berkay. Yeah, thanks for happening.
Hello, everyone.
Bye to you.
Okay, so Midle is basically Web3 based marketing platform. So why we built Midle? Because in the Web3 space, most of projects just creating hype, but this hype just going down as it's just hype. But we are helping projects to build this hype and just surf in the hype, because we will keep this hype stable for the partner projects. So why we are doing this? Because there are too many projects and Web3 users in this space, and all of this competition needs some marketing. So actually we are solving some problems like 40% of the Web3 ecosystem are bot accounts, and most of marketing agencies, most of marketing platforms just using some bot accounts. We are just facing with this in our previous projects. So right now in Midle, we are using 3 different layers of anti-bot solutions, and all of our users, real and unique users. Basically, Midle is a questing platform and questing infrastructure. We are selling some questing subscriptions to our partner projects. They are creating some tasks on our platform, like this tweet, mention to this tweet, mint this NFT, etc. And users completing these tasks to earn some token NFT rewards. Most of projects want to do their airdrop right now, but they don't have any solution for this, and they need to develop this solution. Even if they have solution, they don't have users. We have the users and we have the solution. So we are providing this solution to our partner projects. We have now more than 300K users, more than 11K daily active users, and more than 40K monthly active users. So when a project comes to us, we are creating a dedicated page on our website for them and hosting their airdrop. Our users completing their tasks, and these projects doing some airdrop for them. Other than this, all of things on our website is automated. So when you post something as a subscriber project, when you post something on your social media, our system automatically creates task for it. And we have geo-targeting feature, which is really unique in the Web3 space, because most of marketing platforms doesn't have a geo-targeting feature. For example, if you want to reach out to only German users because you have a German exchange, then you will select German, and only German users will see and complete your tasks. And we have more than 1K QLs, and we are providing this QL management system to our partner projects too. So right now, actually, this is all numbers. We have 300K plus users and 350 plus paid clients who just pay some money to do some marketing on our platform. Our platform is live since more than two years, and so we are launching our token right now. Our token will be launched in 22nd January, so we have just 1 month. We only have 175K allocation on our seed round. We raised around $1.9 million, and we only have 175K left on our seed round. So we will use this token to incentivize have a payment solution on our platform. For example, think it like a project will come to us and want to use our infrastructure and create an airdrop on their own website. So we are selling our infrastructure to them with our token, and for each request they send to our platform, our infrastructure, they will pay some Midle tokens. So they will buy some Midle token as a credit and use our infrastructure with this tool. So other than this, we onboarded, right now it's all number again, we onboarded 7 different airdrops on our platform. LiveArt, GPTverse, Space Mavericks, Clean Finance, YouHolder, too many airdrops. And all of these airdrops, for example, if they distribute 100K tokens for the airdrop, 20% of this amount will go to the Midle stakers. So think it like you will stake Midle token and you will earn 7 different airdrops. Right now, actually, we backed by Custom Capital. They are our lead investor. Cointelegraph is one of the official shareholders of our main company. Nova Club AI is our backers. Here is the guys, our backers. And we granted by Microsoft, Google, BNB Chain. It's around 500K plus grants from these companies. And we have some clients who paid some money to using our platform. It's including Linnea, Say, Scroll, and more. Our team consisting of the 17 people. As I said, we are so close to our TG. It's in 22nd January. Our market makers, Karen Labs, we paid and already confirmed with Gate and Maxi. So everything is ready. We're only waiting for the launch date. And I hope it will be great because we have too many carriers. We have too many good token utilities. In our ideal lineup, we have Finceptor, Ordify, TrustSwap, and Easy. So we are so close to TG. We only have 175K allocation on our seed round. So thanks for the listening. If you have any questions, I can answer it.
Thank you, Berkay, for being on time as well. It was very professional. And yeah, to Q&A as well, guys, feel free to leave your questions in the chat or raise your hand. That way you will be heard directly. Okay, so we received one. Let me read that as well. With so many backers and partners, what's been the key to keeping everyone aligned and engaged with your vision?
So we are doing weekly calls with them, and we are just updating them with our current vision, and we already planning all the things according to their vision because we have too many advisors, we have too many backers. For example, Cointelegraph is helping us a lot because they are part of our main company, so they are helping us about the marketing, helping us about the some networking, etc. So all of them, we are just aligning with them with doing some regular calls in every week.
Okay, thanks for answering that. Another one. how does the 3-layer anti-bot system work differently from other solutions out there?
Our anti-bot system is not similar to other anti-bot systems because the other anti-bot systems just third-party applications, but our anti-bot system is including our website. So we are tracking user behavior on our website. If the user implementing some bot action, we are banning them. Second one is we have a partner, Deep3 Labs. They are AI labs and they are tracking the user wallet behavior. And if the user's wallet address, because they are connecting their MetaMask to our platform, if the user's wallet address showing preventing some bot action, we are banning them again. And the third one is we are using a face scan app. So if the user scanning their face and prove they're real person and unique person, we are giving them a trust score. For example, if you scan your face, we will give you 8% trust score, and then projects will be able to show their tasks only the real users, only the users who have more than 80 points. So they are just scanning their face, and we have more than 150k users who scanned their face and prove their authenticity.
And there's nothing wrong with privacy, with storing data?
No, we are not restoring data. It's totally decentralized. It's not KYC. It's only decentralized face scan app. So think it like I'm scanning my face. There is a code. There is a encrypted data, and I don't know who is this user. I don't see their face. Only it's saying me like, yes, this is a real person. This is a unique person. It's
Okay.
totally. We are just collecting the data. We are not collecting any data from this.
Okay, Roger. The next question that I wanted to ask myself as well. So what's the most exciting feature or milestone you think will drive users and brands to pick Midle over competitors?
So we are live since more than 2 years, and we have 350 plus partner clients who just using our platform. So why they are using or why they need to keep going to use it? Because we are really solving some problems. For example, most of projects hiring some people to create these campaigns on our competitors, and it's cost and it's time consuming. So but in Midle you don't need to do this, because we are providing a dedicated account manager to you, and this account manager handles all the stuff behalf of you. And we have automated task system, as I said before. For example, if you post something on your social media, you don't need to create a task on our platform, because our platform creating the task automatic. Other than this, most of our competitors have too many bot accounts, because when you add too many campaigns on your page, there are not too many people in the Web3 space that can complete all the tasks, because they have maybe 1k campaigns at the same time. But in Midle, we have real users, because they are scanning their face. We have some anti-bot solutions, and we only onboarding 5-6 campaigns at the same time. So within this way, all of our users engaging with all the projects in our platform. This is the most exciting feature, I guess, because they are real users, and if you get listed on Midle, if you create a campaign on Midle, you will get real users, not the bots, not the users who just clicking the buttons.
Yeah, what about your go-to-market strategy?
That's a good one.
Yeah, so for our go-to-market strategy, we have three different sections. One is the LaunchPad strategy. So we will launch our token. We will do some IDO with 4 different IDO platforms. For the close discount and sold out all of our IDO rounds, we will use some LaunchPad users. We will do some AMAs with LaunchPads. We will do some AMAs with LaunchPad influencers, etc. We will do some paid ads. Cointelegraph is always helping us. We have articles on there. We will do AMA with there, etc. And after sold out this, I think the sold out part is really easy in the Web3 space, because when the market is good, people just like to put some money into the LaunchPads and IDOs. So I think it's the easy part, and it's common thing. Every project doing the same thing and just successing the sold out round. But when it comes to TG and post TG actions, I think most projects failing on there, because they only focusing on the LaunchPad influencers and LaunchPad marketing strategy, and they just forgot the traders who will bring some volume into the exchanges. So as myself, I was one of the first KOLs in Turkey 5 years ago. I was on Twitter, still I have an account, but I'm not using it anymore. So I know all the guys, I know who has how much volume, I know how people can buy your token, why people need to buy your token, because they need some hype. In Web3, they don't look at your project, how much you're successful, how much users you have. They're just following the trends. So because of this, most of project owners just focusing on the building the app, or just focusing on the giving some money to marketing agencies. But the real thing is, most of Web3 users who will bring you some volume, they're only looking at trends. So we will create a trend. How we will do it? I know which KOS have how much volume in which exchanges. I know which platforms can create really buying pressure for my project, and I know which narratives can bring us some volume onto the exchanges. So for the KOS side, we have more than 1K QS, and most of them not doing ads normally, but they will do ads for us because most of them my good friends, because I know all of them. So we have some QS have more than $300 million volumes on exchanges with their referrals. So we will use them for the TG side. The other one is we need to create a hype for the users who will wanna bring some, put some money into the exchanges for our token. So how we will do it? Think it like we will give them 7 different airdrops, and they will buy a token, stake it, and just earn 7 different airdrops from 7 different projects. And most of them really hyped projects. And when users by only staking 1 token, they will earn 2 mini airdrops. And the third one is you need to create a real utility for your token. So our real utility is, all tokens just inflationary tokens right now. Our token already inflationary to like all tokens. So how we will just decrease this inflation? Because we have too many. For example, we have more than 30 clients who just waiting for our SDK infrastructure to buy it with our token. So they will buy our infrastructure with Midle token, and for each request they send to our SDK, they will pay some Midle token. So think it like if they have 100k users, for each click to the buttons, they will pay some Midle tokens, and it will decrease our inflation. So these 3 things is our go-to-market strategy. We already aligned it with all of our partners, all of our backers, and we are just started to do it right.
Great, thanks. Yeah, very interesting. Guys, do we have more questions to Berkay?
Okay, let me finish that as well. So you've been out for 2 years, am I correct?
Yes.
So what mistakes have you made, and what did you learn from that time frame, and what advice can you give to like entrepreneurs like yourself?
So I think the problem was, most of VCs just focusing on the numbers. Just don't take it as a personal, but guys, most of Web3 VCs only focusing on the numbers. If you say we have 10 million users, they say you're great, but they just not researching how much of them real users or how much of them bots. So for example, most of projects saying like we have 30 million users, but even OKX have 20 million users. So in the Web3 industry, I think we started to build Midle too early, because right now still on the Web3 space, no one researching how many of these users real users. When I say we have 300k users, and when they look at our competitors have 30 million, 40 million users, they think like these guys are really small, but they don't know it's real users. So my problem was we started it too early and built the community really step by step. But I think it's better to do it when you just get closer to bull season, because if you want to reach out to real users will not be in the bear season. They are only coming in the bull season. So till last 6 months, we had 30k users, and after bull season started, we just 10x multiple it. We had 300k users. But the first years was only developing the product, and then I think it's better to build product when you get closer to bull season.
Okay, that's the perfect ending point of our talk. Thank you, Berkay, for being here. It was a pleasure hearing out. And yeah, guys, both of you are speakers. Wish you best of luck with the project. It was a pleasure seeing you here. And just a reminder real quick to our viewers, participants, etc., that we have two forms you can fill in. First is the form of participation. So if you want to hop into our calls and present your project as well, just feel free to fill this form. And the second form is a feedback form. So we'll be happy to collect some feedback and some thoughts. What do you think about the project of our calls? So yeah, guys, anyways, have a great weekend. Thanks for being here. Malika, thank you for supporting. And yeah, see you next week. Have a great weekend. I said it as well. So yeah, goodbye.
Thanks. Bye bye.